Hello, Syl. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon here, and I gotta be pretty upfront with you here on this K1600 Grand America. Out in the sunlight, this color is magnificent, and I don't know if my video here is going to do it justice. It almost, at least on my screen, looks like it's kind of a gold, but it is not a gold. This is a very unique, it's hard to describe. There's not really any other colors out there like this. And on top of that, for those in the know, especially with BMW, a two-tone paint scheme like this is fairly rare, right? You've got a borderline here, and then a black storm lower, which in the black storm is, and I don't know if you can catch the hints of that, but it is a pearl metallic. So you got multiple metallics going here, but that upper Austin yellow is just beautiful. Excuse my language, but this is a badass looking machine. So, moving around this thing here, wheels. So here are the forged, the billeted rim, and you can see from a standard cast wheel that the machine marks on there, those are pretty sharp. This would be new for you, Syl. I think you've had the Elium Works pegs in the past, but now BMW's using their crash bar off the GTL as a platform for the highway floorboard for the front, which is pretty comfortable, to be honest with you. You can get a good glimpse from the seating position here. That is, now, I don't know if you noticed it right away, but you notice what is not here, Syl, would be normally where your cubby is for on your GTL, cell phone holder, cable. That's gone, because in order to get your foot to the floorboard, they had to move those cubbies out of the way. So on the Bagger Grand America, in order to run that, you've got no cubbies there. What was their answer to that, you say, if you're running the cell phone? Well, let's open the right-hand case if you're sitting on the bike. And inside this case, I'm not sure, Syl, what phone you run, but you can see here is your audio jack and your USB plug to run your cell phone. So if you wanted to have your phone stowed in the cubby in here, inside this pouch, and charging, you certainly can do so. To give you an idea, as you can tell, this is not the same bag as the GTL. It's a little narrower. Obviously, you've got your beautiful brake lamps in there, and I'll show those to you in a minute. But the side bags, and one other thing, Syl, that you may not have known on this. Sorry, I'm doing this out on West 11th, and you know how that goes at our shop. One other thing, Syl, the bags. You'll notice in the back of the bag, bolt and a bolt. These are not quick detach bags like your GTL. So that's a little different on the Bagger and on the Grand America. Both of those they're affixed. So they're not an on-off release like they would be on your GTL. Top case. And as you can probably see from this is a little bit lower profile than the top case on the GTL. So, you know, this bike, in essence, is 30 pounds, approximately 30 pounds lighter than your GTL. And part of that comes, you know, in a reduction of the case size and in the size of these cases, as well as the top case. Two-tone, so gold with the black down the center with the rondelle on the case. Inside the rear case, your top case on your GTL, normally right there would be a release for the top case, not present here on the Grand America. Now you do have a dome light, so just like your GTL and at-home function, if you'd been riding, you come to a stop, and you turn off the key, you would have a light present on your rear trunk so you could see items and maneuver around in there. Well, I got a video going still. Here is the Monroney label for this, if you want to pause the video and take a look. But some specs and package content. This is equipped with everything. Top case, engine guards, auxiliary lights, reverse, which would be new for you. This does have the reverse, floorboards, tire pressure monitoring, adaptive headlight, dynamic electronic suspension, which you'll be familiar with. This has a low seat on it. It is the premium package. You also have the center stand, and this is equipped with the ABS Pro, which is the cornering ABS, which you also do not have on your GTL. This is the ABS that, while in a lean angle or in a corner, an emergency braking application to the brakes there, it's going to recognize you're at a lean angle and not stand you straight up in a corner and send you off. Now, you've been riding for a long time, so I trust you've got good senses going there. But adaptive headlight, just like on the GTL. Real nice profile from the front end here. That two-tone color scheme, beautiful. So just like your bike, this is of course the keyless start, keyless gas cap. So I'll turn this dash on and you'll recognize a lot of this. Very similar dash layout. A little bit different in the electronic suspension screen, your first screen, and ride modes. You have, in the electronic suspension, you simply have helmet, briefcase, to helmet, and then instead of a soft, normal, hard, you have a cruise and road. So that's a little bit different on the Grand America. Handlebars, a little bit different than what you're used to on your GTL, but I can assure you that this ride ergonomic right here, you can see those bars come back pretty good right to where you're sitting. The profile in the seat, as this is a low seat, you can see that tail hump back here on the seat isn't quite as tall. Yours is probably to about there. This is not quite as tall as the GTL. I would affirm that with the floorboards and still that nice lower support, you still got a pretty relaxed long distance riding ergonomic there. As usual on the GTLs, air conditioning panels there, as you call them. I don't know if you use those much. This is pretty nice. The mirrors, notice the line in the mirror here. So you actually get in the far lane, or the lane next to you, you can see kind of a different angle of the adjacent lane to you when you're looking in the rear view mirror. Both mirrors are equipped with that line. And me there in the cell phone. Central locking. Lock, unlock all the cases, of course. Electric reverse. So this will be new. So you now actually have a reverse function on this in order to back this into a stall, or if you're on somewhat of a lean angle. Another thing that this bike is equipped with that I don't think you have on your GTL. Notice when I give that brake lever a hard squeeze, I get that H. That is hill start control still. That is, you've come to a stop on an incline, the bike is in gear, you give that front brake an extra squeeze and the bike will hold itself on an incline without you having to hold your foot on the brake lever. So now you can simply just have your hand on the clutch, hand on the gas, both feet on the ground, and if you were to put that into neutral, the bike, or even not in neutral, the bike can't roll backwards on you on an inclined stop. So it takes one thing out of the pie for you. All you got to do is just gas and go. So, anyways, a couple differences from your GTL, but I got to tell you what, if you like kind of the look of a unique machine, and absolutely a scheme that you will not see anywhere in this state, and unless you get down into Southern California or something, I don't think there's but 35 maybe of these that came into the US market of this color scheme. They didn't really do a whole lot of these. let's get a look at the LEDs on the rear here. Really nice tie-in of the brake lights and the trunk light. I wish I could set my phone on something so you could see those. Hold on, Syl, I'm gonna see if... Now, I was thinking I could set my phone here and walk away and hit the brakes for you so you could see. Maybe, maybe not. Nope. Alright, sorry, Syl. Thought I could set my phone down and hit the brakes so you could see those lights, but I'm the only one out here, so guess you'll see that when you come. Anyways, another look at that metallic paint. Of course, you've got the LED auxiliary lamps that you're used to on your GTL. We, of course, have put a battery tender lead already on the bike. On this machine, your battery tender lead, your auxiliary ports are here up under the right handlebar. And let's see, secondary port here, just behind your, if you're sitting on the bike, left thigh. And I don't know if you saw it in the trunk, but unlike the GTL, and I should have pointed this out, we've got another port there in the corner of the top case. So you actually have 3 onboard charging ports. Points of charging location on the bike. You've got a battery tender trickle charger lead and many of your other functions. Oh, windscreen. Syl, you and I don't know, you're probably about 5'8", 5'9". I'm 5'11", so I've got the camera right now at my head, so I might be just 2 inches, 3 inches taller, not much. Here's the windscreen. This is the same size shield as the GTL. Let's start this up. Go ahead and start the bike. Here's the windscreen. So just like on the GTL, you are definitely in a completely wind-free zone here behind that windscreen. Between the mirrors and the fairing in your hands, the dash and this windscreen, if you are in any kind of a rainy condition, I would assimilate that this is going to be equal to the GTL as far as wind protection is concerned, sitting on the bike. And as usual, if you're running the GPS, just like on your GTL, if you're gonna go ahead and go navigation, there is that nav slot, just like on the GTL, with a multi-function wheel to control said functions. This, of course, has the stereo.
Animal theme, wait, don't tell me. I'm Peter Sagal. We promise to be adorable and gaze back at you with our big brown eyes, and you don't have to clean up after us. Usual. Join us for Wait, Don't Tell Me from NPR.
Saturday at 10 a.m.
So, all right, Syl, 14-minute video, but that should give you a pretty good idea of the bagger. And you know, I'm excited for you to come and have a peek at it and check it out. There it is with the windscreen extended, so I think you can get a pretty good reference point of how much protection that's going to afford. Plenty, just like on the GTL. All right, Syl, I look forward to seeing you here next week. I'm going to go ahead and get your receipt out to you and preliminary numbers. And yeah, hope you have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. Bye-bye.